Hey campers! Welcome back to Camp Insomnia.
Were you possessed a minute ago?
You know what? Mikael Taylor still, he might have rubbed off on me. I'm like, speaking in tongues.
He just might have.
He just might have. But I'm your camp counselor, Zachary. Or Zach.
Oh. I like Zach.
Zach, yeah, Zachary. I'm in trouble. Like Zachary. I'm like,
You know it too.
Yeah. Dork.
And I am your camp counselor, Dolores. Hello, it is just Dolores. Sorry, I don't have any other. That's it, really.
It's true. And we are your two camp counselors who are here to tell you some spooky tales of the paranormal and true crime.
Of course, always.
So this is your first episode. Welcome.
Hello.
We're chaotic.
Just a little bit.
We're fun, right?
I think so. I'd like to think so, at least.
My sister might say that we're really cringe, but whatever.
Does she really?
No, but I'll say something. She goes, Zachary, that was so cringy. I'm like, Macy, you're, yeah.
Yeah, good, sure.
You're cringy.
The way to win an argument.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can I just talk about what happened a minute ago?
Yes, please. Please do it. Please. The campers need to know.
Oh, wait. Of which part? Which part are you thinking? Because I might be thinking something different.
All the parts.
Oh, okay. So I don't know if you guys know this. I don't think you guys do. But usually when Zach and I record, we record both of our episodes in the same night. Just to make sure we get enough for, to put out for you guys in time. But we finished my last episode for the one that literally right before this. And we both got scared. And it's like really late. I mean, it's even later now.
Yeah. It's about to be 2 a.m. my time.
Yeah, and it's about to be midnight my time. So he went out. He said he went out and was scared to go to the kitchen. I was scared and I needed my cat. We're pathetic.
No, that case scared me. Like, it really didn't. Like, the joke was great, but the joke still didn't work enough.
I'm sorry.
I went to the kitchen and my house was so dark, and our night lights are broken, so you can't see anything. So I'm just walking blindly into the darkness, and I'm like, I swear, if Michael Taylor comes out and kills me.
Oh my god.
I'm just like, just do it fast, please. Just get it over with, please. Yeah, I'm pretty spooked.
I am too. I don't know what I was hearing while we were recording that one.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I don't know. And I have canceling headphones.
Well, maybe. Yeah, that's true. Well, maybe it was Cleo.
But she was in my parents' room.
Carol?
She's upstairs.
I don't know.
I don't know either. This house is old too.
Yeah, it is old. That means older ghosts for you.
No,
fun.
Stop it. We're not gonna go there.
So, campers, today I have a true crime case for you guys.
Oh no, it is gonna be scary. This is real life scare.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is real life scare. It's about Katherine Mary Night. But before we get into Katherine Mary Night, let's all talking in tongues. let's gather around the campfire.
Yeah. Grab your blankies, get cozy, cuddle up with each other. But it's dark, it's spooky. Just be safe, please. Try not to get scared. And don't run off.
Don't run off. Don't go in the forest. Again, if you don't like my story, a flaming hot log is coming at you.
Oh my god.
All right. Don't be a harlot. You know what? That should be, we should make that into a shirt.
Don't be a harlot?
Don't be a harlot, and we'll have Egging's mom being like, waving her finger, don't be a harlot.
Oh my god. We should, you know what we could do too? We can make the camp rules on a shirt.
Yeah, camp rules. It'll be like number 5 on the list. Like, don't be a harlot. Yeah, number 1 will always be don't go in the forest.
Oh yeah, I love that. I love that.
You will die. I'm sorry. Jacob, I'm surprised we haven't found his body yet.
Well, remember he went up them stairs. He found the stairs.
Yeah, he went up the stairs. All right, well, let's talk about Katherine Mary Night.
All right, let's get in.
Right.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. We're so stupid. So this case about Katherine Mary Night literally shocked Australia.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all, we're doing an Australian case because we keep doing these U.S. cases, which is fine, but I want to go over the seas. I want to go over the pond.
Well, we traveling.
Take a little plane. We're traveling to Australia, the outback. So this case literally shocked Australia. When the news of this true crime came out, this case affects the cops that were on the scene to this very day. It's that bad.
Oh no.
So here's a little clue for Dolores and you campers. Some people didn't and could not eat meat for months because of this case.
Oh no.
Yeah. Get ready.
Okay.
So I want to, like I said, do an Australian case because I love the country and I eventually want to move there. And if I move there, please befriend me and take me everywhere. And also, the country is beautiful and I really want to go there and visit one day. And then 2, I love me a good Australian accent. Yeah, so any single Australians out there, hey, I'm already taken, but hey.
Oh my god.
Hey, just talk to me. So let's get into the beginning of Katherine Mary Night.
All right.
So Aberdeen in New South Wales is a very small town. It's about a 3-hour drive north of Sydney. It was known for its mining town and industrialization to many, but now it's known for this true crime. Fun fact, in this small town of New South Wales, Aberdeen, there's only 2 pubs in the town. There's like an upper pub and a lower pub. And the upper pub is supposed to be better and the lower pub is supposed to be like grimy.
But pub as in like
a bar.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Yeah. All the Australians are like, you don't know what a pub is? Wait, that's not an Australian accent.
Excuse me.
I turned British. I tried. So Catherine's
they just signed
mother,
off right now.
Yeah, they said, you know what? And we're leaving. This dumb American. So Catherine's mother, Barbara, her last name's weird. I think it's Rowan. So Catherine's mother, Barbara Rowan, was originally from the town of Aberdeen in New South Wales, Hunter Valley, but forced to move to Moree after beginning a relationship with Ken Knight, a co-worker of her husband, Jack Ronan. So she started fooling around with her husband's co-worker.
And what am I going to say right now? What am I going to say?
What you going to say?
Harlot.
Yeah, she's a harlot. Well, because Knight had his own family. These 2 families, the Ronans and Knights, drew in a lot of attention because this is a small town. So this is a huge scandal. And it was just a huge scandal. Like, look at this harlot. So Katherine Mary Night was born on October 24th of 1955. Katherine was the younger of the twins born to Barbara and her partner Ken because of Barbara eventually left her husband, Jack, and then married her affair lover.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's like, yeah, so I was cheating with your coworker, and now I'm going to marry him and divorce you. Sucks to suck. So Jack Ronan, yeah, he eventually died. So Barbara's first husband, not the new man. So he died in 1959, and the 2 children that had lived with him moved in with the Knight family. So apart from her twin, meaning Katherine, the only person Knight was close to was her uncle Oscar Knight, who was a champion horseman. She was devastated when he committed suicide in 1969 and continues to maintain that his ghost visits her. The family moved back to Aberdeen that same year.
Oh, that's sad.
It's sad, and I guess cool that his ghost visits her.
Yeah, maybe it's like a comfort thing.
Yeah. So this is the early life of Miss Katherine.
Okay.
So Katherine Knight's father, Ken, was an alcoholic and would openly use violence and intimidation to rape Knight's mother up to 10 times a day.
Oh, that was a lot. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Barbara, her mom, would often tell her daughter intimate details of her sex life and how much she hated sex with men.
Okay.
TMI.
Yeah.
Knight also would complain to her mother that one of her parents wanted to take part in a sex act. So let me read that again. Knight would also complain, right? Miss Katherine would also complain to her mother, Barbara, that one of her partners wanted to take part in a sex act with Katherine, and Katherine didn't want to, and her mom told her, on quote, put up with it and stop complaining. Meanwhile, she's like 10 years old.
Is she saying that just because of what's already happening to her?
I guess, yeah. She's like, well, I can't even stop my own husband from raping me 10 times a day, so one of my partners wants to be with you. Just shut up and put up with it. Stop complaining. Yeah. A great family dynamic.
Oh, that just makes
fantastic.
Me sick.
No, yeah.
I hate that.
Catherine had a rough life.
Yeah.
So Catherine claims that she was frequently sexually abused by several members of her family.
Oh.
Her dad wasn't one of them, thank God.
Oh.
And this continued until she was 11.
Oh.
Yeah. That's very young. Like, that sucks.
That's so sad.
And the fact that she even told her mom about it. Her mom just put up with it and stopped complaining. That's rough.
Mm-mm.
So
okay.
people, yeah. So I'm going to start referring to Catherine as Night. So just so you know,
okay.
People that knew Night says that she was a pleasant girl who had experienced uncontrollable murderous rages in response to minor upsets. So she just very, very angry.
Yeah.
And like she just starts swinging any object she had with her. And if you got in her way, like you're going to get decked. And it was probably due to all the hurt that was caused to her when she was younger. And then she was told to like shut up and take it. Mm-hmm. So all that built up aggression, she needs to let it out somehow.
Yeah.
So Knight attended Muswell Brook High School. She was known as the loner and the school bully. She assaulted one boy at the school with a weapon and once injured a teacher who was found to have acted in self-defense. But when Knight wasn't in a rage, she was a model student. And she earned awards. And she got awards for her good behavior. And it was like, if you didn't find that one, everybody has like a tick. Mm-hmm. You push that button, it's a little too far, you'll get pissed. Well, she had a lot of buttons. You just had to make sure you didn't push the right ones. And if she didn't, she was just a sweetheart.
Interesting. Okay.
Interesting. So really weird. It's like total shift.
Yeah.
So she left. Yeah, literally. So she left school at age 15. She didn't learn how to read or write. She somehow gained employment as a cutter at a clothing factory. She later then quit this job 12 months later, so about a year, and began a new job as a butcher at a meat plant. She said that this was her dream job.
Oh, I don't like that.
So she was so good at her job that she was quickly promoted and given her own set of butcher knives, which she hung the knives above her bed so that, quote, they would always be handy if I needed them.
What you gonna be doing with knives at night above your bed?
Yeah, I imagine like you're coming over to her house. You're like, hey girl, you're about to get on in the bed, and you're like, oh, you have knives above your bed. Oh, it's fine. If I need them, they're there. You're like, I'm going to leave now.
I'm going to be like, I'm tired.
I'm tired.
I think it's time for me to go.
So speaking of that, let's talk about her love life.
Wait, question.
What's up?
Just to make sure I had this right. You said that she didn't learn to read or write, but...
but she left high school at age 15. I know. I thought the same thing.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I don't get it. Catherine Knight. So Knight first met, because we're going to get to her love life right now.
Yeah, sorry.
Knight first met this hard drinking coworker, David Stanford Kellett, in 1973, and completely dominated him. Meaning that if he got into a fight, she was right there behind him to back him up. She would never lose. In Aberdeen, she was known to offer armed combat to anyone who might upset her. Oh. So don't mess with Knight. So if you're a friend and she liked you, she's gonna back you up.
She sounds like she always ready to go though. She got them pissed up.
Exactly, but she loved backing up David Stanford Kellett, which is her alcoholic coworker. Mm-hmm. So speaking of him, Knight and Kellett got married in 1974, so about a year later. Both were heavily intoxicated while arriving at their wedding via motorcycle.
Oh, that's safe.
Yeah. So they're at the wedding. The wedding takes place. They're at the service, and then Barbara's mother, Barbara, who was Knight's mother, gave Kellett, the husband, some advice. Mm-hmm. This is what she said. You better watch this one or she'll fucking kill you. Stir her up the wrong way or do the wrong thing and you're fucked. Don't ever think of playing up on her. She'll fucking kill you. She's got something loose. She's got a screw loose somewhere.
This is for
End quote.
This is verbatim.
Verbatim.
That's great. Oh my God. What a statement.
Imagine just getting hitched and your mother-in-law tells you that.
Your new mother-in-law.
I'm concerned. But okay. So, right after hearing this statement, Dolores, it gets wild. So on their lovely wedding night,
okay,
Night had tried to strangle him.
What?
Yeah, on their lovely wedding night, Night had tried to strangle him because Night explained it was because he fell asleep after only having intercourse 3 times.
What? Girl, you're lucky he even went 3 times.
I know. That's what I was saying. I was like, damn. Yeah. So after the 3rd time, he was like, I'm out. And she's like, no. And then tried to strangle him.
She was like, I ain't done with you yet.
Yeah. So Mama's quote was real. She'll fucking kill you. So the marriage was particularly violent, and on one occasion, Night burned all of Kellett's clothing and shoes before hitting him across the back of the head with a frying pan.
What? That escalated really fast.
Yeah. All because he had arrived home from a darts competition after making the finals.
Excuse me.
Yeah. He was playing darts. He made it to the finals. He's like, can't wait to get home and tell my wife. And she's like, I burned all your shit and wha-bing.
She done Rapunzeled his ass.
Yeah, she done did. So, in fear for his life, Kellett fled before collapsing in a neighbor's house.
Good for him.
And he was
get the fuck out.
He was later So he was later treated for a badly fractured skull.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So police wanted to charge her, but Night was now on her best behavior and talked Kellett into dropping the charges.
That
She's
fucking
like,
manipulative hoe.
I know I burned all your shit and I literally fractured your skull with a frying pan, but I love you and don't press charges. And he didn't.
Manipulation at its finest.
Yeah, literally.
I can't even.
No, I can't even either. I'd be like, I'm out.
That's horrible.
I'm pressing charges. You're going to jail.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye. So in May in 1976, shortly after the birth of their first child, Melissa Ann, they're still together.
Oh my god.
Kellett left. Yeah, so they're still together. They had a child, Melissa Ann. Kellett, thank God, left Night for another woman and moved to Queensland, apparently unable to cope with Night's violent behavior. Didn't see that one coming.
You're no cute.
Literally. The next day, Night was seen pushing her new baby in a stroller down the main street, violently throwing the stroller from side to side.
I was going to say, she's going to kill this kid, isn't she?
This little baby. A Night was then admitted to St. Elmo's Hospital in Tamworth, where she was diagnosed with postnatal depression and spent several weeks recovering. So people saw her literally throwing her baby around in the stroller. They admitted her ass, and she was diagnosed with this severe depression.
So, do you know what that is?
Postnatal depression? I don't look it up. We can do it right now. All right, campers, we'll be right back. We're gonna look this up right now.
I'm curious.
And we're back. I pronounced it wrong.
Yes.
It's postnatal.
That's why I was
depression.
a little confused.
Yeah, not postnatal.
It's okay.
Natal.
It's okay.
Yeah, postnatal.
You don't know. It's okay.
Yeah,
it's new.
Yeah, and it's depression after what you give birth.
Mm-hmm. It's just something that happens to new moms. Sometimes. It's nothing usually major. And it usually just lingers for a bit and it goes away. Yeah.
I never knew that. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, she spent several weeks recovering in St. Elmo's Hospital. After being released, Night placed 2-month-old Melissa on a railway line shortly before the train was due, then stole an axe, went to town, and threatened to kill several people.
Whoa. What?
Yeah. When I say this lady's crazy and how she goes from 0 to 1,000 within a second, I mean it. So again, let me read that.
Yes.
After being released, several weeks, depression, postnatal.
Yeah.
Night placed 2-month-old Melissa on a railway line shortly before the train was due, then stole an axe, went into town, and threatened to kill several people.
So she put this baby on a train and was like, okay, bye?
Yeah, on the train, like a train line, on the tracks. Yeah, and said bye. Yeah, on the train tracks before the train was due to arrive, Dolores.
Oh, I see.
The train would come, and the baby would be there, and the baby would die.
Got it.
So, a man.
Sorry, I'm tired.
Yeah. A man known in the district as Old Ted, who was foraging near the railway line, found and rescued Melissa.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God. By all accounts, only minutes before the train had passed.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Literally saved that child. Night was arrested and taken again to St. Elmo's Hospital, but apparently recovered, signing herself out the following day. I don't get how that works, but
either.
Apparently she's like, you know what? I'm fine now. I'm good. I'm signing myself out now. I'm not crazy.
Give her one more attempt and they're going to be like, yeah, just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. So a few days later, Night, here we go. A few days later, Night slashed the face of a woman with one of her knives and demanded that she drive her to Queensland to find her ex-man, Kellett. Remember, who ran away with another woman to go in hiding in Queensland. The woman escaped after they stopped at a service station, but by the time police arrived, Night had taken the woman's little boy hostage and was threatening him with a knife. She was then disarmed when police attacked her with brooms.
Wait, why brooms?
I don't know. What the fuck? I don't
She said,
know.
I have a knife. And they said, we have a broom.
We got broom. Don't fucking get it. And she was admitted to Morsia Psychiatric Hospital.
Yeah. What did I say? Third attempt. And she was it was going to happen. They said 3 strikes. You out, ho.
You out, bitch. So Night then told the nurses that she had intended to kill the mechanic at the service station because he had repaired Kellett's car, which had allowed him to leave, and then she was going to kill both her husband and his mother when she arrived in Queensland.
She is just off her goddamn rocker, dude.
Oh yeah, the Barbara was right. She'll fucking kill you. Literally, she went to the extent of finding the service station where he got his car fixed so that he could eventually leave all the way to Queensland. And he was going to kill the serviceman for fixing the car so that he could leave to Queensland. Then, after killing said person, she was going to drive all the way to Queensland, kill the mom, kill him, kill the girlfriend, and then kill herself. Fucking nuts. Meanwhile, a couple days earlier, she fucking tried to kill her baby by putting it on the freaking train tracks, and then went to town with an axe trying to kill people. She's nuts.
I can't even.
So
this is too much.
This all happens, right? When police informed Kellett of the incident, Kellett left his girlfriend, and along with his mother, they both moved to Aberdeen to support Night.
You're kidding me.
No.
Why?
In my notes, I put, what the fuck?
Why would you? Why? After all this shit this woman has done to you. And does he know that's what she was going to do to him?
I think so. Yeah, because the police informed Kellett of the incident. Yeah, he went back.
He's an idiot.
To support her.
You know what? At this point, whatever happens to him, it's his fault.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah. I can't even imagine. So Night was released on August 9th of 1976 into the care of her mother-in-law and along with Kellett. So they're living together now. They now moved to Woodridge, a suburb of Brisbane, where she obtained a job at a Dinmore Meatworks, so another butchery, in nearby Ipswich on literally on March 6th of 1980. They had another daughter, which they named Natasha Marie, which is kind of a pretty name, Natasha Marie. So Kellett said, I'm gonna get pregnant again.
But they're not married, right?
No, they're married. Remember, this is the same guys that... Yeah. Because they never divorced. He just left her for another woman in Queensland. Got it. Yeah, they're still married. So in 1984, Night left Kellett and moved in. First with her parents in Aberdeen and then rented a house in nearby Musselbrook. So she left him. What a bitch.
What?
She left him. After he left her, then came back, she was like, I'm done with you. And then left him.
This drama, this tea.
It's so, it's grow the tea. So now she lived with her parents for a little bit in Aberdeen. Now she's renting a house in nearby Musselbrook. So she injured her back the following year and went on a disability pension, and no longer needed to rent accommodation close to her work, because the government gave her a housing commission. Like, they gave her a house. So she didn't have to pay for shit. She's like, yay, disability.
Must be nice.
So the love of life continues.
Oh God.
The love life continues, Dolores.
Oh God.
Wow. Get ready. Yeah, love
is definitely getting hit with a frying pan.
Oh, it gets worse.
It
gets a lot worse. So Knight met a 38-year-old minor named David Saunders in 1986. A few months later, he moved in with her and her 2 daughters, although he kept his old apartment in Scone.
Good.
Knight soon became jealous regarding what he did when she was not around and would often throw him out. He would move back into his apartment in Scone, and then she would invariably follow and beg him to return. Very manipulative.
Yeah, very much so.
She's like, "What are you doing at this other apartment? What are you doing when I'm not around you? You're probably cheating on me. Like, get the fuck out." And then he'll get the fuck out and go back to his other apartment. No, come back. I love you. Please stop.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I put in my notes, don't go back, dude.
Seriously.
Don't take her back.
Mm-hmm.
Don't. Well, we all know if homeboy first guy did it, second boy's gonna do it. So in May of 1987, Knight being so jealous and possessive of Saunders. I just want to preface to everybody, this is just a trigger warning. I know last episode we talked about dead animals. We're going to be talking it again. If you want to skip, just skip again like 15 seconds. All right.
Oh.
So there's some animal death. So Knight, being so jealous and possessive of Saunders, cut the throat of his 2-month-old dingo pup in front of him to set an example. If he were to ever have an affair on her, this is what would happen, and then knocked him unconscious with a frying pan.
I have several thoughts right now. Several. But you said 2-month-old puppy?
A 2-month-old puppy, Dolores.
What the fuck is our stories with dogs right now?
So I don't know. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I know.
And then again with the frying pan, really?
Yeah, with the frying pan, yeah.
Is that her signature move?
Yeah. Yeah. So here's what's gonna make you go like even more shocked. Saunders stayed with her after this. They stayed together. He stayed with her. Dolores.
I literally just like face palmed.
She's nuts, and these guys
are idiots.
They're idiots. It's just honestly, it's probably manipulation from her part.
Yeah, but like there has to be something else.
Like, if I was dating someone and they killed my puppy in front of me, I'm probably gonna kill said person.
And I'm gonna call animal control to get your ass arrested.
Animal control to get her?
Yes, because I'm gonna report it. They're gonna tell the police, and the police are gonna pick her ass up and put her in fucking jail. And I'm pressing charges all the way to the max. Don't touch my goddamn dog. I am irritated now.
So here we go. Saunders stayed with her after this. So in June of 1988, she gave birth to her 3rd daughter, which they named Sarah. Which prompted Saunders to put a deposit on a house, which Knight paid off with her workers' compensation, which came through in 1989. Knight decorated the house decorated throughout the house with animal skins, skulls, horns, rusty animal traps, leather jackets, old boots, machetes, rakes, and pitchforks. No space, including the ceilings, was left uncovered. What? You know what that sounds like, Dolores? Who does that sound like?
Ed Gein?
Yeah, it sounds a lot like Ed Gein, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And apparently she took inspiration from that.
No, really?
Yeah.
Like legit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not surprised then.
So the two ended up getting in a heated argument, which led Knight to hitting Saunders in the face with an iron before stabbing him in the stomach with a pair of scissors.
My Jesus.
Yeah, she's nuts. Saunders then moved back to Scone. He's like, I'm done with you.
He lived.
Wow. Yeah, he lived. But when he later returned home, he found that she had cut up all of his clothes. Saunders took long service leave and went into hiding. He's like, I'm done with her. I need to literally go and die.
I can't even. Oh my
Knight
God.
tried to find him, but no one admitted to knowing where he was. Several months later, he returned to see his daughter and found that Knight had gone to the police and told them that she was afraid of him. They issued her with an apprehended violence order against him. This bitch is fucking nuts.
Oh Oh my god. Oh.
That she was afraid of him.
Oh. But it doesn't matter because it was still turned against her.
No. The like apprehended violence order was against Saunders.
Oh.
She said that she was afraid of him because she thought he was going to do something.
Oh, I misheard. I thought you said it was still turned against her. That's why I was confused.
No, it was on him.
But it worked. I can't.
I can't. So she's freaking crazy. So more love is in the air, Dolores.
No more love. She doesn't deserve it. She doesn't know what love is.
What is love? It's stabbing you with scissors and taking a frying pan to your face. So in 1990,
oh, God.
Night became pregnant again.
So this is her fourth kid?
Yeah. By a 43-year-old former abattoir co-worker, so another like butcher, John Chillingworth, and gave birth the following year to a boy named Eric.
Oh, a boy now.
Boy now. So the relationship lasted 3 years before she left him for a man she had been having an affair with for some time, and his name was John Price.
Okay.
All right. So more love is in the air. So now she's with John Price. Right.
She has enough love. He's done.
So, John Price, who was also called Pricey, was a father of 3 children when Knight had an affair with them. Reputedly a terrific bloke, is what people called him. He was liked by everyone who knew him. His own marriage had ended in 1988 because they were having an affair together. No, they weren't. What am I saying? No, his own marriage ended in 1988, but in 1990, Knight and Price were having that affair during her own marriage to John Chillingworth. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. So while his 2-year-old daughter had remained with his former wife, the 2 older children lived with him. Price was well aware of Knight's violent reputation, and she had moved into his house in 1995. Yay! I was born. I was alive. His children liked her a lot. They're like, wow, Knight's so nice. I mean, she's like a little crazy, but she's like really cool.
Just wait.
And he was making a lot of money working in the local mines. Apart from the violent arguments, at first he said, quoting from other people saying this, he apparently said that life was a bunch of roses. So I was like, besides all the violent arguments, life is a bunch of roses. I put in my notes, like, run, John, run. Yeah. She's a fucking crazy bitch. Get the fuck out of there.
He'll find out. I'm going to wait for it.
Yeah, literally. So in 1998, they had a fight over Price's refusal to marry her. And in retaliation, Knight, she videotaped items he had stolen, I put in quotes, stolen from work and sent the tape to his boss.
What? How would that even work?
Exactly. So although the items were out-of-date medical kits for the mine that he scavenged from the company garbage, he just got out of the garbage and took it home, Price was fired from his job he had held for 17 years.
Yikes.
Yeah, because he didn't want to marry crazy bitch Knight.
I mean, you probably shouldn't have been doing that in the first place.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have. And I mean, I can see why he would think it wouldn't be bad because they're thrown out, they're garbage, they don't want it anymore. I guess I can take them out.
But it's still company property. It's still going in the trash, but like, it's not good.
Yeah. So, no, it's not good. But Knight didn't have to do that because he was providing for the family and now he's jobless. She's a dumb, crazy bitch.
Yeah, she is.
So the same day all this happened, he kicked her out, as he should have. Yeah, and so she returned to her own home while news of what she had done spread throughout the town. A few months later, Price started the relationship up again, although now he refused to allow her to move in with him. I don't get it. These guys.
What is the point?
I don't know these men. So the fighting became even more frequent, and most of his friends would no longer have anything to do with him while they remained together. Which honestly, I don't blame them. And we and his friends are like, we told you, Price, like she's crazy, but like, no, we're not going to hang out with you. And now we're on to the final act.
Oh God!
This is what I have titled this last part. It's gonna be really long. It's It's a lot, Dolores.
Oh, no.
All right.
Okay, I'm ready.
So put on your big girl pants and let's get into this. So in February of 2000, a series of assaults on Price accumulated with Night stabbing Price in the chest. Yeah. So finally fed up, let me say that again. Finally fed up, he kicked her out of his house.
Okay. I can't.
I'll get it. You stabbed me in the chest. Ow, get out of here. I'm so done with you.
I'm so tired of these people already.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're telling me. So on the 29th of February, he stopped at the Scones Magistrates Court on his way to work and took out a restraining order to keep Night away from both him and his children.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what she
Finally.
should do.
So that afternoon, Price told his coworkers that if he did not come to work the next day, it was because Night had killed him. Like, he was just trying to make a joke out of it. They pleaded with him not to go home, but he told them that he believed that she would kill his children if he did not.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so he's like, I gotta go home. So Price arrived home to find that Night, although not there herself, had sent the children away at a sleepover at a friend's house. He then spent the evening with his neighbors before going to bed at like 11 p.m.
Okay.
So where was Night?
Yeah.
Where was she? So earlier that day, Night had bought new black lingerie.
Okay.
And had videotaped all... Yeah, literally. And then it got really weird. And then videotaped all her children while making comments which had been interpreted as crude. So she was like making fun of them and be speaking like a total asshole to them.
Okay.
So Night later arrived at Price's house while he was sleeping and sat watching TV for a few minutes before having a shower. She then woke Price up and they had sex, which after they had sex, he fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we all know that Night hates it when men fall asleep after sex. So to recap, the couple had pleasurable sex in the bedroom of Price's home in the outer Newcastle suburb of Aberdeen. After sex, Night inflicted the first of 37 stab wounds. She grabbed the butcher's knife that she had previously placed near the bed for this reason and stabbed the unsuspecting man who was asleep. Price then attempted to flee the house. She managed to get outside of the home, and not only was she able to drag him, she stabbed and dragged him in.
Oh my gosh.
So once John Price was back inside the house with his de facto wife, the wife then proceeded to stab him a further 36 times.
Oh.
Night apparently enjoyed the killing. As the judge, Justice O'Keefe, presided over her trial, claimed, quote, "The last minutes of John Price's life must have been a time of abject terror for him, as they were a time of utter enjoyment for her. She has not expressed any contrition or remorse, and if released, she possesses a serious threat to the security of society."
Wow. So she didn't say jack shit about it. She was just like, I did it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's not over. It's not over.
Oh no.
So once John was dead, a Night then methodically proceeded to skin the corpse, taking off the entire skin, including the ears, the face, the scalp, the neck, and made a macabre suit.
Okay, Ed Gein, calm down.
Literally, no, like literally, Dolores. Imagine taking your skin and just like slipping it off. Like she made a perfect suit.
I hate that.
Yeah, Night only left a small inch square of the skin on the body. The square had the scar from where she had stabbed him previously. Yeah, the suit of skin was then hung up in the entranceway of the house.
Oh, this is sick.
Yeah, so the skin was removed so expertly. Night had worked because she was a butcher, as a meat slicer for many years. And so she planned to use her skills to remove John's skin, the way that she used to at the butcher plant. So she was very well versed on how to do it properly. So once the skin had been removed, Night then continued to defile the body of her lover by chopping off the skinned head and cooking it in a big pot on the cooktop.
Oh my god, like as if she were making
like stew.
Yeah.
She just chopped off his head and put it in a pot and started cooking it.
I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah. So Night then peeled and chopped up vegetables, and along with slices, she removed from the man's buttocks and served them up as a steak and vegetables for the man's son and daughter, along with spiteful notes.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like, here's Daddy.
Here's Daddy. So we're going to recap this all over again.
Okay.
Because there's more information.
Okay.
So at 6 a.m. that next morning, the neighbors became very concerned because Price's car was still in the driveway. And when Price didn't arrive at work, his employer sent a worker to see like what was wrong. Because he said, if you don't come to work, I probably did.
Yeah.
So both the neighbor and the worker tried knocking on Price's bedroom window to wake him. But after noticing the blood on the front door, they alerted police, who arrived at like 8 a.m. So a couple hours later.
God, why so late? It took a long time.
I don't know. Breaking down the back door, police found his body with Night comatose from taking a large number of pills. So she tried to overdose herself. She had stabbed Price with a butcher's knife while he was sleeping. According to the blood evidence, he awoke and tried to turn the light on before attempting to escape while Night chased him through the house. He managed to open the front door and get outside, but either stumbled back inside or was dragged into the hallway where he finally died after bleeding out.
Which we know he was dragged.
Later, Knight went to Aberdeen and withdrew $1,000 from Price's ATM account. Yeah. Price's autopsy revealed that he had been stabbed at least 37 times in both the front and the back of his body, with many of the wounds extending into vital organs.
Oh my God. And he still tried to run and everything.
Yeah.
Wow. He probably would have died regardless.
He died because he bled out.
Yeah.
Several hours after Price had died, Knight then skinned and hung him from a meat hook that was above the door in the lounge room, so the entranceway of the home. Police say that when they entered the home, they thought it was a curtain hanging up in the home.
Stop.
But it was Price's perfectly skinned body. And I watched the documentary, and the police were like, yeah, there's just weird curtain. And we were like, it was right in the way of the door. We were like, oh, that's weird. And we pushed it out of the way. God. Yeah. And then they realized, oh, that's skin.
That's weird because you would think that maybe be a little more noticeable because it's fresh.
I don't know.
Because I don't think it would have been dried out that fast. Why am I thinking this? I shouldn't be thinking this.
Literally.
Oh my God.
So then now we know she decapitated him and cooked the parts of his body, serving up the meat with a baked potato, pumpkin, zucchini, cabbage, yellow squash, and gravy, and 2 settings at the dinner table, along with notes beside each plate, each having the name of Price's children on it. She was preparing to serve his body parts to his own children.
She said, "Happy Thanksgiving."
Happy Thanksgiving is your daddy. The third meal was thrown on the back lawn for unknown reasons, and it's speculated that Knight had attempted to eat it but could not, and this had been put forward in support of her claim that she had no memory of the crime.
Don't even.
Yeah. Yeah, she plays the amnesia thing. So Price's head was found in a pot of vegetables. The pot was still warm, estimated to be about 40 and 50 degrees Celsius, or about 104 to 122 Fahrenheit, indicating that the cooking had taken place in the early morning. So sometime later, Knight arranged the body with the left arm draped over an empty, liter soft drink bottle with the legs crossed.
What?
So it's hanging out. So, if you're looking at me on camera,
yeah,
I have my arm up around a liter bottle. My legs are crossed.
Ew,
I'm just chilling.
I hate that. She's trying to put homeboy on vacation.
Yeah, this was claimed in court to be an act of defilement, demonstrating Knight's contempt for Price. So she did it out of spite.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, so the Knight this is where you're like, I don't know how she reads and writes. Look at this. Knight had left a handwritten note on top of the photograph of Price. Blood-stained and covered with small pieces of flesh. The note read, P.S. This is very bad grammar, Dolores.
Okay.
Time got you back, Jonathan, for rapping my duder. You too back for Ross, for Little John. Now play with Little John's Dick John Price. Okay, so this is what it actually says. Time got you back, Jonathan, for raping my daughter. You to Beck, which is Price's daughter, for Ross. I guess she's trying to say that insinuated that he raped other people's kids. For Little John, his son, that he raped his own son. Now play with John's Dick John Price.
So, but true or not true?
It's not true.
Okay.
It's not true at all. I think it was just her way of like, she's fucking batshit crazy. Yeah. So like I said, the accusations in the note were found to be groundless. So let's get into the trial. Night initially offered to plead guilty to manslaughter, but was rejected, and she was arraigned on the 2nd of February 2001 on the charge of murdering Price, to which she entered a plea of not guilty. So she's like, she was gonna offer to plead guilty, but then she's like, never mind, I didn't do it. When the trial commenced, Justice Barry O'Keefe offered the 60 jury prospects the option of being excused due to the nature of the photographic evidence, which 5 accepted. They're like, we're not going to be here. When the witness list read out the prospects, several more also dropped out of the jury, and the jury was then impaneled. Because so many people dropped out because they didn't want to see any of this.
Wow.
Any of this.
I mean, I don't blame them, but that's how bad it was. It's not very often that happens.
Nope. That's why it shocked Australia. So Knight's attorney then spoke to the judge, who adjourned the following day. The next morning, Knight changed her plea to guilty, and the jury was dismissed because they didn't need a jury anymore. Mm-hmm. She said she was guilty. She clearly did it. It was now made public that Justice O'Keefe had been advised apparently Justice O'Keefe knew that she was going to say this plea the day before that she was guilty. Mm-hmm. So he had adjourned the trial and then ordered a psychiatric assessment overnight to determine if Knight understood the consequences of a guilty plea and was fit to make such a plea. Like, does she know what this really meant? Is she just, maybe she doesn't understand? Because she said that she was, and she wasn't, that she was, and she wasn't. Then she is again.
Interesting. So, okay.
Yeah, so Knight's legal team had planned to defend Knight by claiming amnesia and dissociation.
That's foolishness.
Yeah, a claim supported by most psychiatrists, although they did consider her sane.
No. That woman is far from that.
Yeah, no, she's not sane at all, but she knew what the fuck she was doing.
Yeah, clearly.
You can't claim... I don't know what happened.
I can't.
I don't know. Stupid bitch. So no reason has ever been given for the guilty plea. And despite giving it, Knight still refused to accept the responsibility for her actions. At the sentencing hearing, Knight lawyers requested that Knight be excused to avoid hearing some of the facts, but the application was refused because she didn't want to be there to hear what they had found and what she had done.
Bitch, you are going to hear everything. Don't even play that little game.
Yeah. Crazy ass. So when Dr. Timothy Lyons took the stand and described the skinning and decapitation, Knight became hysterical. So hysterical that she had to be sedated.
Hysterical in the sense of like, what was me?
Screaming, wigging out, banging on the table. Like she was just so overcome by hearing all of this that she did that. She just became hysterical and they had to sedate her.
Oh, please.
Yeah, literally. What do you think about the kids? On the 8th of November, Justice O'Keefe pointed out that the nature of the crime had Knight's lack of remorse required a severe penalty. They sentenced her to life imprisonment.
Good.
Refused to fix a non-parole period and ordered that her papers be marked never to be released.
Damn.
This was the first time this had been imposed on a woman in Australian history.
Well, good for her. She made history.
Yeah, she made history. Never getting out. No parole. Never to be released. So in June of 2006, Knight appealed the life sentence, claiming that the penalty of life in jail without possibility of parole was too severe for the killing.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it's like, it's too harsh on me. Stop.
Oh my God, it's too hard.
Stop. It's not fair. Whatever. So Justice Peter McLean, Michael Adams, and Megan Latman dismissed the appeal in the NSW Court of Criminal Appeal in September, with Justice McLean writing in his judgment, quote, "This was an appalling crime, almost beyond contemplation in a civilized society." End quote. And that is the case of Katherine Mary Night.
So that bitch is still in jail, right?
Oh, yeah. No, she's still in jail. She ain't never getting out. She old. She ugly. I saw some recent pictures of her. I'm like, you look like a molded potato.
What a statement.
What a statement. And then two, like, very like Ed Gein vibes.
Very much so, which is so weird.
She was a butcher.
Yeah.
She got knives above her bed. She slept with it. Made her feel safe.
Made that whole skin suit. Used it as curtains. I can't even. I'm I'm really happy that the court stuck by their case. Sorry, stumbled all over the words there.
No, you're good.
Because sometimes they usually go back and like, well, good behavior. Let's shorten the sentence, or let's just lay you out. You've done so well. Not this bitch.
No, not this bitch at all. Well, campers, I'm just gonna wrap it up real quick with a joke so we can get out of this, because that was a lot.
I can't even. That she was
planning to feed that to her kids. I can't even imagine that.
I'm surprised she didn't do it. I'm surprised she didn't do
it either.
She got caught right in time.
Let's say a joke to get out of this funk and this craziness of the story.
Yeah, I'm kind of nauseous now. No, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
that was a lot.
That was a lot.
Just because it was like 0 to 100 real quick, and then it was like, oh, let's.
It was just constant 0 to 100.
It was frying pans.
Constant.
It was stabbings. It was okay. Now I'm gonna feed your kids you. I feel sick.
So the joke goes: a skeleton walks into a bar and says, "Hey bartender, I'll have 1 beer and a mop."
I can't. I had to think about that for like a second. Wow.
It's so funny.
Stupid.
Oh, I love that. Let's do one more.
Gonna say one more.
Let's do one more. I'm trying to find one. I'm looking at one right now online. I'm on countryliving.com. Best dad jokes. I don't know. This one's so stupid. You're gonna hate this one. I hate it.
Oh God, go ahead.
Here we go. How do you get a squirrel to like you?
How?
You act like a nut.
Bye. You can hit me over the head with a frying pan.
I hate it. Oh my God, I hate it. Oh, it's so bad. Thank you guys for listening. You can follow us on social media. You can follow us on Instagram at
campinsomnia_podcast.
Oh my God, you sound like you're dying.
I'm shook right now. That was a lot.
That was a lot. It was a lot. Taking a sip of water. Hold on. Campus_podcast. You can also listen to us on practically everything. We're now on Stitcher. We're now on iHeartRadio. If you're confused on like where the hell do I find all this stuff and where do I listen, we have a Linktree. It's in the description of this podcast. There's like a link.
So easy.
And
so easy.
Yeah, it's so easy.
No excuses.
No excuses. And if you want to share with your friends, like, well, I don't have Spotify. Like, okay, well, they're on like 12 other platforms. So there's no excuse to not listen to this cool podcast.
And like I said, use your friends if you need to. Y'all share that shit anyways for other shit, so don't even.
Yeah, literally.
We're so nice to our campers.
I know we are. Like, oh, campers, we love you. No, fucking share.
Oh my God.
Share, goddammit.
We just want to entertain. Sorry.
We want to entertain. Also, if you guys have any paranormal or true crime stories or any suggestions, you can please, I beg of you to please, send us your stories and suggestions at campinsomniastories@gmail.com.
Yes, please.
And that'll also be in the description as well for y'all. Oh God, my dog just whined in my ear. It's terrifying.
Oh God.
I'm so on edge from Michael Taylor, and then we got Katherine Mary Night making us nauseous. Oh, it's been a night, and we're tired. It's like 2:30 in the morning.
It's a lot for one night. I mean,
yeah, it is a lot.
If we scare ourselves, that's how you know we've had some good episodes.
Yeah. So, campers, good luck trying to sleep tonight.
Good luck to us.
I mean, that was the whole point. Yeah, good luck to us as well. Your camp counselors are like fucking wigging out over here.
Straight up.
Yeah, literally. But anyways, campers, thank you for tuning in and listening. And we will see you we will have you listen to us. I always say see you. Whatever. We're going to see you on Sunday. I'm just going to say it anyway. We technically can't see you, but I'm going to say we're going to see you.
Yeah.
Bitch.
I like it. Oh, rude.
I'm going to see you, bitch.
Listen here.
Honestly, that's like the least thing they could worry about. I mean, they could worry about me throwing a log on them on fire.
True, and then us throwing them into the forest, and then just bye forever.
Forest, yeah. So just be really chill with us. Your camp counselors won't harm you. Oh, that's scary.
I don't like that.
Like tongue pop.
Oh my god.
It's all in good fun. We're all joking. We're joking. We won't do that.
We love you guys.
Maybe.
Maybe he might. I don't know.
Maybe to Timmy. Timmy's a little shit.
I mean, y'all saw him. Y'all saw him on Instagram, sharpening that knife. I don't know where the hell that came from.
Oh my god. All right, you guys. We'll have a good night. Good luck trying to sleep, and we'll catch you later.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Bye. Don't hit me in the head with a frying pan.
Yeah.